Today we're going to be adding another fantastic theme to our must-have list. It is The Hobbit. The Hobbit is another big project of Peter Jackson, the director of Lord of the Rings. The Hobbit is a story of dwarves coming to Bilbo Baggins to have an unexpected journey to the Lonely Mountain. Starting now, we have attack on wargs. So this is a massive tree with some rocks, and we have big wolves of the Azog himself. So as you can see, if we count the minifigures, we have 5 minifigures in this set. It is Yasnog, Hunter Orc, Thorin Oakenshield, Bofur the Dwarf, and Hunter Orc. So as you can see, this is a really good function, and we have a lot of really nice play featuring about this set. We have a cannon made from rocks. We have this really big mountain, which you can put the Bolg into it with his wolf. So as you can see, the tree has a lot of really nice play abilities. Like we have the secret unreal treasure. It's actually really cool how you can spin the tree 360 degrees. It's another really nice location. And the catapult, when you have to bring the dwarves on top of the tree, is another really fantastic thing. And the thing's how you can fight back with the dwarves by firing some water and fire to defeat them from eating them. Continuing our list, we have Milkwood Elf Armies with some orcs and another wolf. So as you can see, this is a big elf castle, basically like some kind of wall for it. We have a big massive tree, and we have a ladder for orcs that they can glide and basically attack on our king and his elves. We have 6 minifigures in this set. We have 2 elf archers, Milkwood Elf, Gundabau Orc, and we have another Gundabau Orc but a leader, and we have Rondul, which is the king of the elves. So as you can see, we have this really nice function, so you can throw the elves into the battle by launching from the tree. We have some really detailed shields on the sides, and I really like the function how you can buy 2 of those sets to combine it to make a bigger wall. But it's a really amazing wall, such as the Battle of the Black Gates, which is like one set. I don't see it as a one set. You have to like buy 2 sets to make it like more massive and even bigger. So yeah, that is what I think basically of the structure of this set. I think the minifigure selection is actually really good, and the detailing on the elves is actually really phenomenal. Now, the Durham battle, it's a very strange location from the definition of Smaug, but the minifigure selection is actually really fantastic. You get Gandalf the Grey, Radagast the Brown, Azog, 2 orcs, and the necromant of Durham. So as you can see, the functions in this set is actually really great. We have some really nice skulls, we have chains, so it's a very like old castle in look, which is like really banished. So as you can see, we even have really nice statue, which Gandalf basically climbs. Things going on, we have Azog battling our 2 legendary wizards. We have a really nice catapult, which you can shoot off with your orcs, the opening of doors, and we have the necromant falling into the woods. So it's a very strange location, a very strange build, but I think Radagast minifigure, only Radagast minifigure beats the whole thing about this set, basically because he costs like the half of the price for back in the day. The Witch King battle set, it's another section of Durham, but it's a very fantastic set for your minifigure selection. So as you can see, we have Elrond, Galadriel, and the Witch King. So as you can see, the building is not that bad, but I know that you can attach it to Durham to make it even more bigger. Skeleton laying down, we have some pieces of the castle, and we have the tree with some dark red vines. So as you can see, we have Galadriel with Elrond fighting forces the Witch King from the Battle of the 5 Armies. As you can see, the box art is very strange because this actually specific scene is from the definition of Smaug. Lake Town is one of my favorite locations from the Hobbit trilogy. It is a massive city located on lake before you get to the mountain of Smaug. So the Lake Town chase is the biggest set of the, now this set comes with 5 exclusive minifigures. We have Bilbo Baggins, we have Thorin Oakenshield without his armor, we have Bard the Bowman, Lake Town Guard, and the Master of Lake Town. Now, the Lake Town Master is a very fantastic minifigure because of his dual molded cape, and I really like the detailing of this minifigure, and the hat is basically really phenomenal, the same thing as with the Lake Town Guard. So as you can see, we have this really massive Viking looking boat with some really awesome shields, and we have the house of the Master of Lake Town with a prison underneath it on the first floor. We have another section with it with some weaponry armor, and we have like some fish. So yeah, I really like the locations to it, and I really like how you can make some really nice bridges with the ladders. This is a very fantastic set, including the minifigures. I just really like the idea of the Lake Town, and you can make a massive city with it. Right in our top 4 spot, we have the Battle of the 5 Armies. This scene is specifically when all the other creatures, elves, human, dwarves, and Azog are fighting in a big war, which is the Battle of the 5 Armies. So as you can see, this set has a ton of minifigures, and let's break it down. We have Thorin Oakenshield, Legolas, Bard the Bowman in his silver outfit, and as you can see, we have like his bluish jacket, which looks actually really cool. We have Dane Ironfoot, which is a really nice dwarf dwarf, which is one of the best dwarfs I think LEGO's ever made. We have 2 Dunbar orcs, and we have Azog himself. So let's start with the big ballista included in this set, which orcs basically carry to shoot on the battle and on the Lonely Mountain. So nonetheless, we have this really big tower, when on top you can place the mighty eagle on the top. And we have this really big, I don't know, like bridge when we have a fight with Azog and Thorin Oakenshield. We have Bard the Bowman standing on top of the tower, shooting Azog and other orcs. I think this set is actually really good, how you can make a lot of battle scenes with this set. I just think for the price and the minifigure selection is just phenomenal. Cracking our top 3 spot, we have a childhood set of mine, which is the Goblin King battle. And it has 8 minifigures, with including Gandalf the Grey, 2 goblins, which is a little goblin and a normal goblin soldier. We have the Goblin King, which I think looks absolutely really great with the specific mold and crown to it. We have 2 dwarves, Dory, Nori, and Ori. So as you can see, we have a really big location to it. We have big cannons on it. We have bones, skulls laying down everywhere, which is specifically for the goblins. As you see, we have this really nice picture when Gandalf is basically fighting with the Goblin King. There's some really nice play features on the set when you can unrelease the prison section from the throne area. Then we have this really nice function when the bridge basically flies down and it breaks with our dwarves. So I really like this set, especially because of its massive. So as you can see, this is like a big arena. As a kid, I basically loved doing some of that, and as you can see, we have this really massive big evil characters, the Goblin King and his goblin soldiers. Yeah, I think this is a fantastic set for a kid. Everyone would love this set, and specifically for collectors also. Now, the Lonely Mountain would have been in a higher place, basically at number 1, because of its lack of structure. So as you can see, we have this really big Lonely Mountain, we have this throne section, and we have the mines of the mountain. So as you can see, we have a ton of gold laying down everywhere on top and the floor, everywhere. We have this real nice section of the armory, when we have a big catapult on the top where you can fire gold on the mighty Smaug. So the minifigure selection is also really fantastic in this set. We have Bilbo Baggins in his dark bluish coat, Balin the dwarf, Dwalling Killy, and Billy the dwarf. And we have this really big Smaug the dragon, which is a fantastic dragon, the biggest dragon LEGO's ever made if we count the molds, and just really looks absolutely phenomenal. As you can see, the massive of Smaug, how big it is compared to the Lonely Mountain. So the play functions in this set is actually really good. You can find the Arkenstone under the bricks, and you can place it down on the throne section. So as you can see, we have some really nice battle scenes with this, but I just think that the lack of structure in the set is actually the most lacking thing for it. The 2 buildings are actually really great, but just the amount of detail on it, I just think that the minifigures and the Smaug beat it completely. And cracking our top 1 spot, we have an unexpected gathering. Basically, this scene is when everything started in Lord of the Rings and Hobbit. So as you can see, the minifigure selection is just fantastic. We have Gandalf the Grey, Bilbo Baggins in his home costume. This minifigure also appeared in Comic-Con 2012. We have 4 dwarves, Balin, Dwalin, Bombur, and Beaufort. So those are a fantastic dwarf minifigure selection for the first beginning set. And just the design of Bilbo's house, you can display without the figs, but with the figs, it'll look a lot better. So if we go inside the house, we can see a lot of food section to it with the big table. We have some foods, bread all over the table, which is really good. We have this real nice kitchen section with the fireplace. We have a book of Bilbo Baggins, and even outside, the real nice piece of the door when Gandalf arrives to say hello to Bilbo Baggins. And inside, we have this really nice dwarfs coming inside to Bilbo's house to an unexpected gathering, which Bilbo didn't even know. So as you can see, yeah, we have some real nice things, scenes to it, some real nice maps to it, and I just think overall that this set is the beginning of Lord of the Rings, and Hobbit is just a fantastic set for everyone. Now, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you really enjoyed the Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings franchises that I made. Leave your comments down below. What do you think about Lord of the Rings and Hobbit? I basically think that those are the best movie franchises and LEGO teams, especially just the amount of detail and add this minifigure, just look at them, and the fantastic buildings, including with this set. Hope you really enjoyed this video. Leave your comments down below what you think about them. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Now see you legends in the next one. Peace out.